Beginning May of last year, I went to Washington D.C. for a federal internship. In the beginning, I was working 5.5 weeks for the Senate, Senator Johnny Isakson, and at a 2-week break, and then for the next 5.5 weeks, I worked for Congressman Rick Allen. For the Senate, I worked on Department of Defense issues. I would go to briefings or committees or sit on meetings, but majority of time it was trying to get information and help military personnel get what they need or hearing the concerns of constituents who are a part of the military. And we'd also talk about, of course, cyber things and things like that because Fort Gordon being so close. I think that Washington knows that cyber is probably the next or is the issue at hand. Just the way technology is advancing in the way the government tries to be ahead of all those advancements. In Congressman Rick Allen, I was more administrative, so I helped a lot talking to constituents. Working with constituents was great, hearing their questions, hearing their concerns, and then getting those to the congressman was awesome. For me personally, going to DC truly helped me figure out what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So when I worked in Senator Johnny Isakson's office, I worked with our military fellow, and so what that is an active duty military personnel works in a congressional office for a year. Working with a military fellow and getting that perspective of someone who has worked in the military for 22 years and has started straight out of high school and wasn't like a commissioned officer, but worked through the rankings of the military to get where he is now is just amazing. It shows you, like the sacrifice that our military does make for us. Working with him and then working with Department of Defense really helped me, that I do want to join the military and go the route of being a JAG officer, which is Judge Advocate General, which is an attorney in the military. And then working in Congressman Rick Allen's office, being in the office with their legislative affairs, but also the administrative, and seeing on a more narrow scope of, helping veterans here in Augusta, it just reconfirmed my decision to join the military. And it definitely gave me a different perspective on everyone in DC, especially for the state of Georgia, who are truly trying to help veterans and military personnel. I do think that we have the best representatives and senators around in the state of Georgia. Having a recommendation letter from Senator Johnny Isakson is, to me, also a humbling experience. I wish that more people could have, instead of a bird's eye view, but an insider's view of the way the federal government is working. The issues that they're covering, the constituents that they're trying to help, or the problems that they're trying to address are real. And then bringing that back to Augusta, being able to do those things, getting that opportunity, I think is so impactful. It will be one that I always cherish because I think it has definitely prepared me and set me up for the rest of my life.